Okay, welcome everybody, and let me tell you everything, okay?
And Ken says thank you, Dory.
I originally wanted to speak about Kina, and I called her about it. And then when I told Kenny, he said, you're only picking a few people who people have already heard. We've got to change it because some people you've never spoken about. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep a list. And then he said, why don't we do something? Because today I have to announce that next Monday, which is the 30th, I will not be having the broadcast. The week after, yes. Because on the 38th, it's a huge thing. Our daughter Joni is being celebrated on her retirement from the Fortune Society, where she's been the executive director and president for a long time, 30-something years. And we're going to be there, all of us. And the week after, I will show you photographs and tell you everything about it.
November 6th.
November 6th. Dory is smart. She counts.
I have a calendar.
She counts with her brain. At any rate, and she's the one who does the wonderful YouTube that she does, which we're going to have with you. Okay, here's what I want to say. On the 30th, Kenny said, why don't you do this? On the 30th, don't have the program because you won't be there. But this time, why don't you talk about what's happening on the 30th, so that mentally you can celebrate with me, because Joni not only loves her work, but did enormous good. And to do that, I'm going to teach you about the Fortune Society, okay? Now, Dory, are you prepared to go from person to person?
Absolutely.
Okay. The Fortune Society was founded by, could you come here and show? Remember, everybody is not finished. Everybody is partially done. Someday the painting will be finished, and you're going to get to see when they're beautiful. Okay.
They're beautiful now in their incompleteness.
Okay. This is David Rothenberg.
Okay.
Years ago, he and a group of other people decided that when people come out of prison, their world is bitter. Nobody will hire them. Nobody will give them work. And they need to teach re-entry. And they need to teach what happens when you get out, how you need to learn about parenting, how you need to learn any number of things, how to apply for a job, etc. And David Rothenberg founded with friends the Fortune Society.
It was an effort to reduce recidivism, right?
Yes. Okay. Then I'm painting them but showing them to you unfinished. The next person is Sherry Goldstein, who is an everything. She not only works with Joni and is charged of everything, but if I worry because I can't reach Joni, I'll call her in her home, and she'll say, oh, Joni is away at this meeting today. She knows everything, and I love her deeply. But then again, I love them all, because Eric and I did counseling at the Fortune Society, and the only reason I had to stop is because of the pandemic. And and I miss them. I wish I could drive, but I can't. And at any rate, let me go, before I get sentimental, let me show you what we're going to do today, okay? Mm-hmm. First of all, the person taking over brilliantly, because he's a close friend of Joni's and they think the same way. His name is, and he's unfinished over here, but I'll be painting on him while you're watching.
Oh, yes.
This was the photograph they had given me at the beginning. I knew him very well because when I was counseling there, he would often give me his office, and I could work from there. The article that is written about Joni is right here, and she sent it to me and said, that's the way Stanley really looks like. And here is Stanley. Now you're going to see how hard it is in pencil. Is one thing, but to do that in oil takes forever. So let me show you as I'm going to begin to do that. By the way, are you comfortable, Dory, in moving back and forth like this?
I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast.
You are?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then would you do this, darling? Would you come here?
Sure.
And stay with me in such a way that you can see the painting happening.
Mm-hmm.
And before I start working on Stanley, let me really introduce you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The people I'm going to speak about, first of all, is our wonderful David Rothenberg.
Mm-hmm.
He founded it, and when he picked Joni to be the director to take over his place, I have never seen a taking of power and handing it to the next person with such graciousness and such kindness, and that she received it in the same way. He calls himself the grandfather now because he takes over after letting her take over. This is going to be Stanley, and you will see me working on him. And another person who's very important to me is David Evanier. David Evanier has been writing, he's a wonderful writer, and he's been writing stories in various magazines, etc., about the Fortune Society. So, these are the people I'm going to introduce you to. This lady is a very dear friend of mine who takes care of the first person I made friends with in the Orchard Street world. And unfortunately, she just passed away. And this lady took care of her until then.
I love her outfit. I love purple.
I have a lot of purple for you. Okay. Let me begin. When you have a pencil and you work with a pencil, the pencil likes you. If you want to erase something, it lets you. If you want to change something, it lets you. Oil does not. So the first thing that I did,
What do you need?
first let me just get my glasses. I got them.
No, you...
They're in here. The other ones leave a mark. These are the little ones. Thank you. Remember, I won't be here next Monday, but the Monday after, I'll tell you everything about the celebration.
I can come show an empty chair if you want.
Do you know how much it costs to go there as a fundraiser?
No, I'll just sit here and show an empty chair.
Okay, let's begin. Stanley, this is not the good picture. This is the good one. Here we are. I want you to appreciate how I suffer.
Oh, how we suffer.
Yeah, loudly. Because oil is not friendly when you want to change something.
I've seen you wipe out some stuff pretty easily.
Okay, but now I won't do it easily. Now I'll suffer loudly. Okay? First, what I did was I shaped it. Can you come closer?
Mm-hmm.
Stay with me. I shaped the outside. Then I reshaped because I did this in the morning, so it's already a little dry. Not friendly and warm dry, but it's there. Okay? Even though I'm suffering, as I would not suffer with a pencil,
Wah, wah, wah.
it's worth it. I have a lot of bald-headed people in this painting, but important to know is everybody's head is different. The shape underneath the lack of hair is different in every person. See? I've got
Where are you going now?
Harvey, and I've got 3 more people here and here. None of them are finished.
But they're all bald.
They're all bald, which gives me joy because it makes the faces interesting. Okay,
Wait a minute,
now
I'm gonna
watch.
try and get in focus. Hold on.
Now I am going to... Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't speaking to the audience. I was speaking to Dory, who is the reason that we're going to have YouTube. She's hitting me on the head, but it's worth it. Remember, I covered the face this morning that I had, and I said goodbye to it because this really looks so much more like Stanley than the photograph you saw before. First, I have an underground. I would love to put the hair in, but I can't because it'll fade right into the paint. Stanley is one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. As I said, he let me use his office in the old days before the pandemic.
I'm just going to read you some comments while you're painting.
Oh, please read them all. I love comments.
Janine said, hi, beautiful Hetty. Hi, everybody. John says, hi, Hetty. Hi, Dory. Hi, Ken. Hugs from California. Beth Ruland is watching. Lorraine Brent says, hey, guys. Marcia says, hi, Hetty. Dina says, congratulations to Joni. Phyllis Cooper is watching. She says, good evening. Penny Pinsky Ellis says, hi, Hetty. Ken says, if you stretch it, you can get closer. Yes, I know I can get closer, but it's blurry and I can't get it in focus. Tammy Smith says, the detail of the painting keeps multiplying. It's even more amazing each time I see it. I will try and get closer without being too blurry.
Well, the problem is, whereas pencil does not shine, oil does.
Right, and he has that shiny spot on his head in this picture.
Yes.
Because that's where the light's catching him, but I don't know if you're going to put that in or not.
Yeah, I will, but it wouldn't show today.
Kathy says, I will see you tomorrow, Hetty.
Yes.
Amy Lauren is watching.
Amy, when you and I were talking about Francis Tavern, we share a past that I would like everybody to share with me, to know what things were before I painted them and what they will be later. What I'm doing now is I'm going to have fun. I'm going to add a little more head. Where I can use more light.
Who the hell is calling me? Oh, some bullshit. Gotcha. Where am I? There we are.
It's somebody wanting to be heard.
Yeah, well, I can't talk to them now. I'm with you. You're more important.
Now watch. This is the fun part.
Oh, and Amy says, Hetty, I will see you before Thanksgiving.
Oh, I hope so. Thanksgiving is nearly here.
November 23rd.
November 23rd.
Something like that. 23rd and 24th. Yeah, 23rd.
Oh, please.
It's early this year.
And we can reminisce. Okay, see? Suddenly, he's appearing. Because I put a little background there.
Right, I'm showing his
I
picture
picked
and your painting at the same time.
Ears are valuable.
Well, yes.
They really are. Because for a painter, because they stick out and they give dimensions.
He wouldn't be able to hang his glasses on his face.
That's true. But you see, what I want to do, I can't do.
What's that?
If what I want to do is to make a line, a shape, and have it visible. But because it's so wet...
Oh, you mean like his mouth?
I can't. And the person who knows that is my friend who does these wonderful pencil drawings.
Phyllis?
Phyllis Cooper.
Yes, she's here watching.
Well,
Ken says it really is so much fun to watch you paint. It's way more fun than holding the thing watching her paint, right?
What I'm doing is outlining what I'm allowed to. When I say allowed to, if oil doesn't want to show it, it won't.
Dina says, you give us life on your canvas. Everyone is smiling at you, tickling our cheeks with your paintbrush.
Okay, I have to tell you something.
Go ahead.
About that comment.
Yes.
Eddie here.
Yes.
Who is
right above
also a camera person.
Yeah.
I said to him, I'm not going to enjoy this painting because I have to do it for photographs. And the problem is, anybody sends me a photograph of how they see themselves, it's with a smile. It's impossible for everybody to be shown smiling.
Yes.
And then...
when you're smiling.
That too. But this wonderful, wonderful
Johanna.
woman, Johanna said, this is a painting that Long Beach is going to be 200 years old. See the signs?
Yep. All over the place.
Right. So, Eddie said, you see, there's a reason to smile. So you don't have to feel bad about painting everybody that way.
That's it. The whole world smiles with you, right?
Especially because of the holiday. Because Long Beach is wonderful. You see how careful I am in obeying what this
obeying the order
allows me to do. I am aching, literally aching, to do the mustache and the glasses.
Yeah, but you can't. Everything else is wet.
Yeah, but they won't allow it. Let me show you so you know what I mean.
Don't mess it up.
That's okay. I can always wipe it out.
See? Rub you out.
But it might be so dark. And if it's going to be too dark, then tomorrow I can soften it.
It's just like a strap beard.
Yeah.
It's right around his chin.
But you see, it doesn't. But in another few days, I can put flesh tones where it's too. But at the moment, I'm just.
Look at you going crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Yola says, hi, Hetty. Miss you and love you. Oh, you're being fresh.
And the wonderful thing is, Stanley and everybody at the Fortune Society is going to be able to see it on YouTube.
That's right. And they can see it. I have the picture in here and I have his face in here, so they can see that there's an absolute resemblance. It's crazy as you're getting, girl.
I'm so aching to put those glasses on.
Ooh, you better watch it.
Yeah.
Kathy says this painting is magnificent.
It will be a long way from now, but it will be because you know why I'm doing it. Eric said there's got to be a statement.
Well, it's on the yellow brick road to magnificent then.
Yes. Stanley, I'm not going to keep you this fat. Don't worry. But the lines, when I can start putting shadows on, and you will look normal. You know, I can't wait to work on all of them and make the details.
Then you can put in the shadow of his chin and everything, because like right now it's like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like this man has no neck.
Right, right. But his neck is unable to be outlined.
It's wet.
Very wet. But that doesn't stop me from needing to do it.
Marcia says, thank you for my weekly therapy. Bless you, Hetty. And Kathy says, as I said, Hetty, you will find more people to put in the painting.
Okay. This Eyewitness News had this wonderful program when I'll point the people out to you.
I don't know where your finger is.
When he came from...
Oh, Kent. Wait, where's your finger? There you are.
When Kent and Lars came, Eyewitness News was waiting, and Tony with the camera was there. And I am so excited over this. And I met Tony's wife, who is wonderful, and she's going to be standing right there.
Her name's Marion, right?
Marion, right. Marion. And Gary, who lives next to me and is...
Oh, I lost Gary.
The best friend you could have. He always says, you're not going to put anybody else in, are you?
I told you, make me smaller. You could fit one more person in there next to me.
Yeah, but then Kenny would complain because he wants me to have a rhythm and break up any amount of people who stand up and down. So I would have to get rid of your arm And
Okay.
it wouldn't, this is the ticklish part of it. Oh, I'm so happy with Stanley.
Go, Stanley.
Yeah, let's
Amy says, how many months have gone into this work of art thus far? It's at least a year, right?
Yeah,
At least.
at least. But as a matter of fact, John Terracuso gave me the date when I began.
Shoot, my finger is in the lens.
By the way, what I so badly want, I want you, all of you, to see the film that John made of my work.
I think that someday they may just.
Yeah.
The way your life is going and all this media attention you're getting, and you're going to be the media sweetheart, I think they may just.
You know what? There's a secret. And the secret is we are so tired of only hearing our stupidities.
Kathy says you found 2 more while walking around the corner.
Yeah. You see, until I assert that this is an open mouth, people will not know that there are mustaches.
Right. What are all those cakes in front of him? Is that for Joni's celebration? It's like
No,
all these
no,
cakes.
I needed a reason.
So that's good because it's a celebration for Joni, and those are cakes, and cakes are a celebration.
Yeah, but that's not with the painting,
Oh,
because
artistic license.
yeah, no, there's a reason. I'm glad you brought it up. You know, I come from Vienna,
Mm-hmm.
and
Is it known for pastry?
no, known for food in general. The food is wonderful,
I love food.
but the real thing is that when Hitler came, the only memories I had of Vienna were terrifying. And because I wasn't allowed to go to school, because Jews weren't allowed to go to public school.
Uh-huh.
And one day Eric said, I think we should go back and have you see the Vienna you remember. Because it's not the city and the country, it's specific people. Hey, it's going to be good, isn't it? Can you see him?
Yes, we can. It's
Okay.
fabulous.
Good.
I can even see the hint of a mustache.
But you will in a
I'm
week.
dying to put that ear there. Knock it off.
It won't show, will it?
No.
No. But eventually it will. I can't wait.
John says, Hetty, you started this painting in June of 2021.
John, you are the best in the universe. In June,
2021. So it's
Okay.
about 18 months or so.
and that's when Jesse took me there. And I loved it because it had food
Oh,
trucks.
no, it's 2 years.
And
See,
then,
you're talking about how great I can count, and I can't count.
now, my question is, I wanted Stanley to pick up the reds that I needed to bring here. But I did have Herbert. I want to show you my Viennese people who surround him. Here is Herbert,
Right.
and here is Herbert's granddaughter.
Nice.
And here,
Where are you? Up there in the blue. Uh-huh.
in the blue, that is a lady who, well, I was looking for my wonderful teacher who's going to be the person here. All I have is a faded photograph to work from,
Oh, okay.
but I'll do that. But I wrote about her, by the way, and Dory, it's on notes, and my notes cannot go in they can't print out.
Yes, they can.
Well, you're going to have next time. Could you print that out for me?
Yes.
Bless you. Because that teacher does what so many teachers now have to learn to do when our country is so angry with each other.
Dina says he looks great, and Penny says, Hetty, you're amazing, love and miss you so.
You know what? And I owe that whole thing to this lady.
Point to her again.
Right here.
Right.
Her name was, I'll say it in English, Lady Teacher Vogel. Lady Teacher Bird. And I went back to Vienna to find out if anybody knew of her. And you know what? He needs more of a head. He doesn't
wider.
He doesn't look solid enough.
Mm-hmm.
And our Stanley is a very solid citizen. He teaches re-entry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to let him write his own story. Because I can't wait to do the hair.
Oh, you know what? It's 7:32. Did you hear me?
Something about 32?
7:32.
Oh, I have to say goodbye.
Well, you're having so much fun. And I think
Tremendous.
having fun watching you.
Tremendous fun.
Okay, we'll give you one more minute.
Yeah. And I will not see you next week.
Right. And Penny says, my mom adored you as her art teacher and as her friend.
Oh, but you know what? I just want to say, when I got on Eyewitness News, and I'll talk about it another time, I suddenly realized I had seen the world as I see it with my eyes. And I didn't understand that now, in this period of time, the whole world belongs to us because of technology. And
oh, shit.
Something bad happened.
I think it said ending live program. No, you're still live.
Oh, then let me say goodbye.
Wait, Kenny said, it was a great program. I loved watching you paint. Marcia says, thank you, Hetty. I love you. Dina says, thank you for sending so much fun and love. We love you. Have a great time next Monday with Joni, Kenny, Greg, and Jesse. And Kathy said, oh, she liked Kenny's statement. Oh, they heard that.
I love all of you. I really do. And I'm able to say it because it's true. Goodbye.
That's it? We're ending?
Yes.
Okay.